It is the top of the undercard. In the lightweight division, Eren Agbo is 4-1. He's in the blue corner, and the red corner, Joey Nasello. He's 3-3. This one is brought to you by Industry UK, one of our key sponsors here at FightStar, a long-running company offering a range of comprehensive security services in the UK. You can check them out on industryuk.co.uk.
Nasello doing the right thing here, looking for those underhooks. He's got a great frame on the face. Using the whizzer as well, but gives up that bottom position, but doesn't let go of that whizzer. Got to be careful of the back take here now. If Agbo can fire that arm in and start to walk around to the back, he's going to expose a dominant position.
Agbo potentially actually in a position to hit the truck. Opts to try to fish for the back. And well, Agbo very recently actually losing his undefeated record. Both fighters interestingly coming off a loss into this contest. Agbo's was in May this year to the very talented 𝗙𝗚𝗛𝗦𝗛𝗣𝗑. Of course, as we mentioned, the loss coming in for Nasello was actually after fighting twice in a night. He went 1-1 at the DCE4 tournament, winning via knockout in the first and succumbing to an armbar in the second. That was the path to this contest. Well, two very experienced amateurs duking it out here at FightStar Championship 29. And looking to add another loss to the highly touted Agbo is Nasello.
Nasello was some of the best whizzer utilization that I've seen in recent fights. You know, he had the potential back take given away to Agbo, but he fought for that top position, now commands the outside position. He held on to it, prevented the back take. But now up against the cage here, both athletes got to look for the double underhooks if they want to control the body and get this definitive takedown.
Nasello with the inside knees. One potentially going below the belt, or was it? No, it was indeed actually a gum shield that came out there. Very urgent work here from Nasello. It was absolutely a good use of that lever, though, as you alluded to, Dean. Again, playing the whizzer here.
We'll see Agbo make the adjustment to walk the hips in. That's going to give him more power to lift his opponent to negate that whizzer. You know, if he's low and his hips are away here, he gives the danger away of the disbalance in a circular motion with that whizzer. So he's got to walk his hips, much like he kind of wants a body lock. Crotch to pocket, as sometimes we call it in wrestling. Inside and outside trips are a good avenue here, but I'd like to see him with some body lock takedowns.
Well, Nasello and his counterpart are both white belts in the art of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Nasello actually, interestingly, has a grappling record of 5 submission wins and 6 total victories. We've seen some great training in this camp, though, from Agbo. Training in the gi, really trying to tighten up his game in all positions. We know how useful that can be when translating that to MMA.
This is an instance where Agbo can walk the hips in for the high crotch and get the lift off the single leg. He's got to make that adjustment to disengage that whizzer that we know Nasello utilizes so wonderfully.
Well, certainly Nasello making this one a tricky outing so far. Thoughts on scoring, Dean? I mean, there was a lot to look at there, but it seemed to me some heavy knees landed by Nasello once or twice. There, the ground and pound, the tie-up, like you said, off that whizzer, just beautiful. Keeping the kind of the back of his hand real tight to his opponent's chest.
There's some great knees as well. Like you said, the mouth guard came out there, but to be honest, the favorable position, even with his back against the cage with Nasello there, he rode the wrist and fired those knees in. This is the position with the whizzer. Look at this. He stays in that top position, disengages the back take. I mean, yeah, I would edge towards Nasello more in that first round.
Well, both fighters have been on the amateur circuit since 2003. Nasello working his way through the Belgium Novice Championship in 2023 to make his debut. Agbo actually competing in the BMMAF amateur selection, like a number of fighters here on the card tonight. Of course, that's tied up to the IMAF series of events. 2 of 3.
Oh, heavy leg kick there from Nasello. Did a good job of using fakes and feigns as well. He's eating a couple of clean shots, though. Agbo storms forward, smells blood.
Eren Agbo trying to find some better accuracy here, but undoubtedly Nasello has made this a tricky fight. I mean, you almost feel like there could be a little bit more organization from the outside before he steps into the chaos and makes it 50-50 trades.
So looking for the inside trip. Got to be careful about pulling his opponent on the top of him. Again, underhooks are key in this position. Double underhooks are more favorable.
Nasello drops down, can't quite get the takedown. Can he get the sprawl? Yes, he can. Agbo doing real nice here. Oh, it's been a taste of Nasello's own medicine with that whizzer.
So Agbo trying to wrap the neck here. He could sprawl and stuff the head. He could also circle the back. Got to be careful at the back take. There's the underhook. Got to be careful of the Uchimata. And again, the whizzer from Nasello uses that so well to disbalance, use circular motion to command that top position. When he starts to turn into side control, though, Chris, he's got to get that underhook. That was a lovely sweep from Agbo.
Yeah, I think that's definitely been the move of the fight, the whizzer. You've seen Nasello utilize it. We've seen Agbo utilize it. Both just driving their shoulders into that position. It's such an important counter and something to disallow offense whilst leveraging one's own defense. And straight into mount here is Agbo.
This is a great position for Agbo. Can use strikes to promote a potential back take. Lovely hip escape there from Nasello, straight into the butterfly hooks. Could use this to sweep. He can also use this to set up a triangle.
Well, the tension is palpable here. Undoubtedly, both corners are concerned about the back and forth that we've seen between these two. The crowd very vocal. I know there's a great deal of support here at the 𝗙𝗚𝗚𝗏 Arena. Once again, you're joining us in Charleroi, Belgium for tonight's historic FIGHTSTAR Championship event, the first time abroad. Of course, FIGHTSTAR Championship bringing you the best of up-and-coming talent and established talent. We've got talent in the house from France, Holland, Belgium, Germany, Portugal. Of course, Team UK versus Team Europe.
Better round, though, for Agbo. Top position, ground and pound, finishing strong. Heavy hammer fists. Much better job of striking from the open guard here. Referee looks like he's close. Heavy hammer fists, they're getting through. They're landing on the chin.
Important here for Agbo. Important to put the exclamation mark on this fight as he continues to pummel in the punches. The referee is looking very, very closely. Unbelievable. That round was seconds from the end, and that fight was seconds from being stopped.
Agbo storms forward with the punches here to close the distance. Did a better job in the clinch as well, commanding the underhook. Did a good job up against the cage. You can see there the underhook. There's the Uchimata counter. That wonderful whizzer from Nasello. But we saw Agbo do a better job of wrestling back to his feet, wrestle up, take control of that top position, threatening the back here. Doing a better job from that top position. Here was the ground and pound. It was lovely work from the open guard. Stayed busy, stayed away from the triangle attempts as well.
And Agbo is so resilient here by just powering through that stalemate and ultimately getting heavy, heavy, heavy punches. Definitively the round for Agbo. It was a round he needed, I think, after that first. I got this tied going into the third.
Yeah, I definitely have to agree. The first round, not much from either fighter, to be honest, but that second round really stood out for Agbo.
Well, if you're with us here, we are at the top of the undercard. It is FIGHTSTAR Championship 29. Live from Belgium here tonight. Of course, be sure to check your listings. August 3rd, FIGHTSTAR Championship 30 from the O2 Arena. Plenty to look forward to there.
Nasello opened up a little bit more with the strikes, looking for the kicks, going low, going high. He's allowed Agbo to cover that ground. This is the success of Agbo. Close range strikes, underhooks, top position, ground and pound. This is what Agbo needs to prescribe in this round 3.
Agbo certainly getting a talking to from his corner about sticking with the game plan, right? Punish any inactivity. Don't allow the guy to drag you into brawls. Be defining the exchanges, leading the exchanges, finishing the exchanges. Be first, be last, right?
He also limp arm that left arm out of that whizzer. The sweat as well in round 3 is going to be a little bit easier for him to slip away.
More forward pressure here from Agbo. Nasello just refusing to go away. Agbo left and a right. Uppercut there on the finish of the combination from Agbo. Agbo leaps into an uppercut again. Heavy, heavy, heavy right to a left. Nasello felt that, Dean.
The referee chomping at the bit to jump in and stop this, and that's when we see Nasello push forward. He's eating some heavy shots, though. Takes a deep breath, takes a step back, looks for a way in.
Though he's seriously hurt, Dean, undoubtedly, Agbo has just been turning the screw in this fight and has continued to pour on the pressure. More octane, more fire. And I'll tell you, it's these kinds of fights that you go into probably as the favored fighter, and you learn from these experiences where adversity has been experienced.
What's the resilience as well from Nasello? There's a nice definitive takedown from Agbo, but I'm starting to see the resilience a little bit fade away here, and I think that's due to the cardio from Nasello. He's holding on here, he's taking deep breaths, he's less active, he's less apparent to get to his feet and do something definitive off that bottom side.
Well, I have to say, on our unofficial Tapology poll, Agbo was the biggest favorite at 97%. Nasello had 3% of confidence from our fans, and this was a 50-50 fight potentially on the scorecards, 19-19 going into the third. Undoubtedly, Agbo has taken it here. He's got the cake, I think, without any major mistakes here.
Got to stay away from those up kicks. He's got to stay away from the triangle. Got to keep his hips square with his opponent. There's an armbar attempt here. Bottom side position. Can he get it done?
We talked about avoiding disaster here. Nasello has thrown another spanner into the works here as Agbo is caught in a straight armbar. The clock is running. The referee is looking, Dean. Wow.
Saved by the bell, quite literally. He was unable to defend. Just defending that position, he's got to stack his opponent up, but there was such a good armbar and heavy pressure with the leg as well. It made it very difficult for Agbo. I mean, that was a nice burst of an attempt for a finish at the end, but will it be enough?
Well, disaster averted. I have to say on the scorecards, yeah, that is going to score for Nasello, but there was a lot of one-way traffic there in the third round. I think the right score is 29-28 for Agbo. But certainly, if we look at the tail of how this thing played out, he was not quite the favorite totally he was made out to be coming into it.
And Agbo definitely hurt him before this in that exchange. He got the takedown as well. They wrestled on the bottom position. Didn't see much of a urgency from Nasello as we saw in the rounds 1 and 2, and that allowed this. Agbo in that top position, raining down the ground and pound.
And here we see Agbo just vicious, vicious, vicious top control. Nasello, though, Japanese style on that arm lock with the left leg sunk up in the armpit, the right leg over the top of the head. He's going to be feeling that one tomorrow. I have a suspicion.
But that's the thing, though, towards the end of the fight, perhaps sensing that he won, maybe he rode that out, and a sore arm for a few weeks might warrant him the win.
Ladies and gentlemen, after a terrific contest, we go to the judges' scorecards. All three judges score the contest 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. In the